ഇത് പാട്ടിലെ സാധനമല്ലടി, ഇതിന്റെ സാധനം.
വേദിയിൽ ആലിയ വിഭാഗം ഇൻസ്പയർ ടോക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മത്സരം ആരംഭിക്കും. Code letter A on stage. Judges, please note. Code letter A. Topic. Be a light for others.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about something each one of us has within us, the ability to be the light to others. Before starting, let me ask you a question. What comes from mind when we think about the power of light? A candle in the darkness, a lighthouse like a ship, or even a faint glow of a firefly showing us the beauty of becoming a light to others. You know why being a light matters? I know too. Like, is that be like a candle. Be like a candle which melts itself to be a light for others. In life, we all face moments of darkness, moments of struggles, and some challenges. At that moment, even the smallest spark can change everything in our life. Think of someone who believed in you when you doubted yourself. Think of someone who made you who you are now. Maybe it was a family member, a friend, or even a stranger. But that person, that particular person, became a light in your life. Now imagine being that person for someone else. I mean, helping them to find themselves while they are lost, and lifting them up when they feel down, and inspiring them to move forward while they are stuck in somewhere. And that is what being a light truly means. One day, a young businessman stepped into an antique shop. Signs of struggle, stress, and trauma could be seen on his face. The shopkeeper, an old man, interacted with him, and then he gifted a tiny candle, a simple candle to him. Why would someone need a candle now? Because we all have lights everywhere. The young man asked. The reply was like this. You know one thing? A candle never complains about darkness because it exists there to drive it away. When a simple candle is lit, it can inspire 100 more to shine. The young man listened it intently and left the shop. On his way back home, he saw a young woman struggling to move her wheelbarrow to a safe place. At first, he passed her by, but then he remembered what the old man had said earlier. Turning back, he approached her with helping mentality, and together they managed to move the wheelbarrow to a safe place. At that moment, she thanked him and offered him some of the fruits she had with her, but he refused politely to have it. Then he realized that though the candle with him had not been lit, its purpose had been fulfilled. Because at that moment, he became a light for that particular woman. A few months ago, we had an opportunity to visit some of the specially abled students. We spent time with them, played together, and we shared moments of joy with them. You know one thing? That day I realized that no matter how difficult our life is, it is good. Life is good when you are happy, but it is much better when someone is happy because of you. We bless lives, we develop people, and we make the place a better one. That is the true meaning of life. Of course, we all know that we can't change the entire world ourselves because we all are human beings, we have limitations. But we can do many things standing within the limits. One day a man saw his son looking helplessly to hundreds of starfish on a beach. Then he asked, why don't you save them? His son replied to him, you know one thing, there are hundreds of starfish here, and I can't save them all. What kind of difference I'm gonna make if I try to save them? His father took one of them and threw it back to the ocean. Told to his son, look, now I made a difference to that one, and that's enough because we all are human beings. We have limitations. We can't change the entire world, but we can do many things standing within the limits. God has placed you here for a purpose. Do the right thing even when the wrong things are happening. Be respectful even when others are disrespectful to you. Keep a good attitude and stand on the high road because the people need your light, so shine brightly. Remember one thing, rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruits. And a sun does not shine for itself. Flowers do not spread fragrance for themselves. Living for others and helping them, inspiring them is a rule of nature. We have to obey the rule. We have to live helping each other. Let's try to emulate the virtue of legends like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Mother Teresa, and Mahatma Gandhi, whom illuminated the world with their presence, compassion, dedication towards humanity. Because in the end, the only legacy we leave behind us is not the money we got or the fame we gained, but the light we bring to someone's life. That is the greatest legacy we leave behind us. So we have to be light for others. Let me leave you with a beautiful quote that has always inspired me, which says that when you were born, the world rejoiced while you were crying. Live your life in such a way that when you die, the world cries while you rejoice. Have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Next chord letter B. Topic: be a light for others. Judges, please note chord letter B.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Very good morning to all of you. There was a time when I was born. I came from the darkness of the womb of my mother, and there will be a day when I will return to the darkness of the tomb. Oh God, please don't bombard me on my tomb. After breaking out of the shell of my mother was the first light I experienced like everyone. She ignited me. She took care of me. But I don't know if I'm a candlelight now or a Hymas light. I know I can't become a sun, but I can show others when the sun is raised. It's 6:30 now. Tomorrow maybe 6:35. No guys, I'm just kidding you. Well, let's come to the topic. We can guide the people like the sun does. We can lead them to the right path. We can become the source of hopes. Dears, I have a friend who often calls me when he is in need of money. Now he may be sitting among you. I'm not rich, but I have always my own little savings. If I ever view his number on my mobile screen, I'll guess, oh my goodness, my friend is in crisis. Some of you are laughing now. At the beginning, I thought, he's not loving me. He loves my... Sometimes I ignored his calls. But one day, I thought, if he calls only me first, while he has many other friends, that means I'm his first priority to seek the relief. I'm his best of hopes. I'm his first light from the darkness of the financial trouble. If I was rude to his continuous phone calls, he would have never called me again and again. So, I reversed my thought. Now, I'm attending his calls with pleasure. Sometimes I lend him money, sometimes I'm helpless. Anyway, I'm always attending his calls at least. Dear brothers, if someone comes to ask you any help, never disappoint him if you can help. Never pour the harsh words over him, never laugh at him. Your value depends on how many people remember you in their bad situation, not on how many people are around when you are in fortune. Our life is very short, but even after we die, we should live in the hearts of our children, our parents, our wives, our friends, and in the hearts of those whom we met rarely. Friends, as mentioned in the great Upanishad, say in Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. The world is one family. We are the part of it. We could love everyone irrespective of their color, caste, language, region, and religion. When we say we should be light to others, then there is a question. Which kind of light is more sublime? That question is more relevant. Do we spread the light as indoor bulbs do, or as street bulbs do? Okay, what's the difference between both indoor bulbs and street bulbs? I'll explain. Indoor bulbs spread light to certain people who are coming to the hall. But street light spread light to everyone who are passing through streets. That's the main difference. In first case, beneficiaries are certain and limited. But in the second case, beneficiaries are not limited. So, what light is more sublime? Street light or indoor light? Of course, it's street light. Okay, well, when we consider only those who are familiar with us, then our light is conditional and limited to the certain people only. Then you are not becoming a great person. Our love, care, help, and everything should be unconditional. Then only we can become street light. That is unconditional. If we want to be light to others, then first we need to be light of love. Then comes light of kindness, sympathy, empathy, and guidance. Dear friends, we should live in the heart of God. The only way to find a space in the heart of God is to find a space in the hearts of people. Do you know who is the most favorite person to the God? Do you know? Beloved Prophet answered this question. He is the man who brings most benefit to the people. Dears, be a light to yourself. Then it spreads to others. Then only we can become a street light. To your neighbors, to your friends, to your family, and to all the creatures around you, even to your enemies. Can you imagine your enemy seeking your help when he faces a problem? Can you imagine such a situation? Can you imagine? But you could imagine such a situation. Such situations have occurred many times in the history of our Prophet. Sometimes enemies often approached him seeking help. Then they had told each other, "You go to Muhammad, for he gives lavishly to someone who doesn't fear any poverty." Beloved ones, let me remind you one more thing. Be a light to others. Thank you.
PG വിഭാഗം സ്പീച്ച് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിന്റെ മത്സരഫലം പുറത്തു വരുന്നു. ഫസ്റ്റ് പ്രൈസ് goes to വജീഹ് മുഹമ്മദ് KP, Wafy campus Kaligaon with A grade. Second prize goes to Muhammad Aslam, Wafy campus Tiruvallur with B grade. Third prize Muhammad Saeed KP, KKHM Malanjeri with B grade. വേദിയിൽ ആലിയ വിഭാഗം ഇൻസ്പയറിംഗ് ടോക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മത്സരം പുരോഗമിക്കുന്നു. നെക്സ്റ്റ് കോഡ് ലെറ്റർ C. ടോപ്പിക് ലീഡ് വിത്ത് എംപതി. Just please note code letter C. Topic lead with empathy.
Puppies for sale. While I was traveling through Mumbai, I saw a boy reading the signboard of a shop. Puppies for sale. Then the boy asked the shopkeeper to show him the puppies. The owner showed him 5 cute little puppies, but one of them was limping behind the others. The boy asked what was wrong with that little dog. The owner explained that the dog had a problem with its hip and would always limp. Boy became excited and said, "I want that little dog." The owner tried to discourage him by offering to give the little dog for free, since it wouldn't be able to run or play like the others. But the boy insisted, saying, "This puppy is worth as much as the others, and I will pay the full price." But the owner continued discouraging him. Then the boy rolled up his pants and revealed a badly twisted, crippled leg supported by a metal brace. Then he looked straight to the owner and said, "Well, I don't run so well myself, and this little dog will need someone who understands his feelings." Yes, the boy was right. The little dog needs someone who understands his feelings. Likewise, the world always needs people who understand their feelings. Mr. Contester, fellow friends, sometimes a word of encouragement, a small act of kindness, even a simple smile can change someone's day or even their life. Often people don't need solutions to their problems. They need someone to sit with them in their struggles and truly understand them. During the devastating flood in Wayanad, a grandmother who had lost everything fled into a dense forest, carrying her little granddaughter on her shoulder. Exhausted, desperate, she found herself standing before a wild elephant. Overwhelmed with fear and grief, she pleaded through her tears that, "We have lost everything. Please, please do not harm us." In an incredible act of empathy, the elephant stood guard over them all night, protecting them. See, even if a wild elephant can show such empathy, why can't we, as humans, do the same? Empathy is not just an emotion, it's a universal bond. And yes, you and I can learn from that to lead with understanding, to protect the vulnerable, and to bring hope in the times of despair. Imagine if somebody has performance issues at work. Why is it our instinct is to say, "You are out"? We do not practice empathy. What does empathy look like? And now, here's what lack of empathy looks like. And this is normal in our business world. You walk into someone's office, or someone walks into yours and says, "Your numbers are down for the past 3 days. You have to pick up your numbers, otherwise I can't guarantee what the future will look like." How inspired do you think that person to come to the office the next day? Now, here's what empathy looks like. You walk into someone's office, or someone walks into yours and says, "Your numbers are down for the past 3 days. Are you okay? I'm worried about you. What's going on?" We all have performance issues. Maybe someone's kid is sick. Maybe they're having a problem in their marriage, or maybe one of their parents is dying. We don't know what's going on in their life. And of course, it will affect performance at work. But empathy is being concerned about human beings, not just their output. So when we lead with empathy, we don't just touch individual lives, we spark a ripple effect that has the power to transform an entire community. Empathy is a force so powerful that it can create a world filled with kindness, compassion, and inspire others to carry it forward. If you want to be empathetic, you don't need to be the little boy with the limping puppy. You don't need to be the protective elephant, or you don't need to be the one who sits at the office. You simply need to be you. Because empathy, kindness, compassion, and because empathy.
Next chord letter D. Judges, please note chord letter D. Topic: celebrate your journey. Chord letter D. Topic: celebrate your journey. വേദിയിൽ ആലിയ വിഭാഗം ഇൻസ്പയറിംഗ് ടോക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മത്സരം പുരോഗമിക്കുന്നു. വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ സദസ്സിലേക്ക് കയറിയിരുന്ന് സദസ്സ് ഭംഗിയാക്കണമെന്ന് അഭ്യർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word celebration? Is it a gay party, a luxurious vacation, or a major achievement? The world told us a lie, a big lie. Celebration is not about the big moments. It's about recognizing that every experience is worth celebrating. Look at the tiny fly that emerges during the monsoon season, usually found fluttering around bulbs. It has a very short lifespan of just 5 minutes, but it lives life to the fullest. It doesn't worry about its limited time. Instead, it keeps flying through the air with a sense of freedom and joy, celebrating every second, every moment, and every heartbeat of its journey. Our life is also a journey, and we are the travelers. But when was the last time you celebrated? Many of us forget to celebrate our journey because we are concerned about the destination, the future destination. But let me tell you a thing. A river doesn't stress about where it ends. It just flows. Another weird reason we forget to celebrate our journey is the comparison. Comparison of ourselves to the so-called successful people. If you can hear me, understand what I'm saying, you're more fortunate than 500 million people who cannot read, write, or access the knowledge that we enjoy every day. If you have food to eat, clothes to wear, and a place to sleep, you're more worthier than 55% of the world's population. If you're still alive and healthy, you're luckier than millions of people in the hospitals that may die today. You're already living someone's dream life. Be grateful. We often think that happiness comes from wealth, money, and the other material things. But let me tell you a secret. A millionaire buying a private plane and a poor man buying a bicycle experience the same level of joy. The joy is not in the value, but it is in how we feel about ourselves. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't dream big or set high goals. Of course you should. Having ambitious goals is very important, but having a satisfied heart is much more important. One day, when I was traveling through the streets in my hometown, I felt very hungry. So I went to the nearby restaurant and had my favorite meal. As I was having my favorite meal, I thought myself, this is what true happiness means. Having your favorite meal while you're extremely hungry feels like heaven, isn't it? But when I left the restaurant, I saw a person, a very poor man, waiting for food. As I saw him, I couldn't just walk past him without doing nothing. So I went back to the restaurant, bought another meal, and gave it to the poor man. As I handed him, he gave me a very genuine smile filled with gratitude. As I saw that, I felt something more than happiness, something even more deeper. That's when I realized that celebration in life is not always about what we gain.
Sometimes it's about what we give to others. Sometimes it's about seeing the joy in others. In life, as we sail through the journey very smoothly and swiftly, we face struggles and difficulties. But how do we celebrate these moments? During a battle, a companion of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lost his hands. He was very upset about his hands, about his lost hands, and he hesitated to join the fellow companions during meals. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu noticed this man's absence, and he approached him and said, "You are a lucky person that you have sent one of your body parts to the paradise while being still alive. So please come join us and mix the food for us." Don't you see the difference in these two different perspectives? Sometimes we just need to change the lens in which we view the world. In life, we trust many people. Imagine we all are traveling to another place on a plane. The plane takes off and we are above 40,000 feet. 40,000 feet, isn't it fascinating? But we aren't afraid. Why? Because we put our trust in the master controller of our journey. That is the pilot. But think about placing your trust in the master controller of our life. A person who trusts in God is the one who can celebrate the journey to the fullest. We all know, planning is the vital part of the journey. And the believer knows his life is already planned by the best of planners. A believer is never upset about the past or anxious about the future. Every step he takes is part of God's plan, and he believes there is something good in it. A believer, let me tell you something more. A believer, if something happens good to him, he thanks God. If something bad happens to him, he endures it with patience. As we move through the journey, life gives us many options. Doubt has 5 letters, but so does faith. Cry has 3 letters, but so does joy. Hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemies have 7 letters, but so does friends. Negativity has 10 letters, but so does positivity. In life, you always have a choice. So today, choose the better side and celebrate your journey. Thank you all. Thank you for listening to me, and have a nice day ahead. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
വാഫി ക്യാമ്പസ് കാളികാവ്, തിരുവള്ളൂർ വാഫി ക്യാമ്പസ്, മുനീറുൽ ഇസ്ലാം കുണ്ടുമൻ, MIC പുത്തൻചിറ എന്നീ കോളേജുകൾക്കുള്ള ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ് ക്യാൻറ്റീനിൽ തയ്യാറായിട്ടുണ്ട്. എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് ടോക്കണുമായി എത്തിച്ചേരേണ്ടതാണ്. ഡെഡ് ലൈൻ 8:35 വരെയാണ്. വേദി 1-ൽ ആലിയ വിഭാഗം അറബിക് പ്രസംഗ മത്സരം ആരംഭിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. ആലിയ വിഭാഗം ഇൻസ്പയറിംഗ് ടോക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് വേദിയിൽ പുരോഗമിക്കുന്നു. ഇതിനുശേഷം ആലിയ വിഭാഗം അറബിക് സ്പീച്ച് മത്സരം നടക്കാനിരിക്കുന്നു. അറബിക് സ്പീച്ചിനുള്ള മത്സരാർത്ഥികൾ എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് രജിസ്ട്രേഷന് വേണ്ടി മൈക്ക് പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചേരുക. നെക്സ്റ്റ് കോഡ് ലെറ്റർ E on the stage. Judges, please note code letter E. Topic: seize the moment. Code letter E. Topic: seize the moment.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your river moves forward without looking its surroundings. It does not need anyone to touch it or stroke it. Its move forward, looking at its destination. I would like to compare time to a river because it's infinite and irreversible. Once, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said that you can't take the same water twice because the flow has passed, will never pass again. So, time is limited. You can't own it, but you can spend it. You can't keep it, but you can use it. When I was 15-year-old, my parents asked me to away from playing football during exam. And one day, while playing, my right hand got cut off. It caused several injuries. I was bedridden for 3 months. I lost my exam. I lost my whole year. That day, I realized the real value of a year. Sometimes we will never know the real value of a year until it became a memory. So today, not tomorrow, today is your opportunity to build tomorrow you want. Just imagine, you wake up every day with $86,400 in your bank account. And at the end of the day, it's all gone. Whether you spend it or not, of course we spend it. And the next day, another $86,400 deposited in our bank account. What would you do? What would you do? Every single day, 86,400 seconds are deposited in our life. If it was money, we will use it without any doubt. But why do we waste it when it is come to time? The time has value, the time has price. To realize the value of a year, to ask a student who failed in public exam, to realize the value of a month, to ask a pregnant mother who lost her child in final age, to realize the value of a minute, to ask a person who just missed a bus, to realize the value of a second, to ask a person who just missed in an accident, to realize the value of a millisecond, to ask a person who just came second in Olympic gold medal. Time is value. What's your problem about time? Is procrastination your problem? What is procrastination? The procrastination is that the action of delaying or postponing something to another day, to do it tomorrow, to do it next day. The two methods I brought in my life to overcome procrastination. One of them is break tasks into smaller steps. For example, you decided to write an essay. Break it down to simple steps like research the matter and create an outline and write an introduction and conclusion. Every single step make more easy to complete your essay. Am I right? And the next one is 2-minute rule. What is 2-minute rule? It is a simple rule but powerful to overcome procrastination. The method is that if a task will take less than 2 minutes, you will take it immediately to complete the task. This was the true method I still use in my life. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. There was a little boy lived in a little family with big dreams. At the age of 9, his mother has passed away. At the age of 21, he separated from his dad. At the age of 23, he fired from his job. At the age of 24, he failed in business. At the age of 26, His lover has passed away. He went to depression but never give up. At the age of 35, he fought in election but unfortunately he failed. And at the age of 39, he fought in election again, but the history was repeated. He lost again. But this was not the end of the story. At the age of 51, he became the 16th President of America, the great emancipator Abraham Lincoln. Everyone want to success, but few want to work for it. Don't just wish for success, but work for it. The world only reward the best. To be best, you have to be busy, you have to be uncomfortable. This is all about your time. Seize every moment you have. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Next code letter F. Judges, please note code letter F. Topic: seize the moment. Code letter F. വേദി 2-ൽ തംഹീദിയ വിഭാഗം മലയാള പ്രസംഗ മത്സരം രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ 8:40 അവസാനിക്കും. ഇനിയും രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ നടപടികൾ പൂർത്തിയാക്കാത്തവർ എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് വേദി 2-ൽ എത്തിച്ചേരുക.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. Once a day, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told the audience, a group of 70,000 of my ummah will enter paradise. Their faces shine like the moon. And quickly, Ukasha al-Asadi radiallahu anhu stood up, raising a blanket and said, "O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pray to Allah, make me one of them." Then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Oh Allah, make him one of them." And suddenly, a man from Ansar, he stood up and said, "O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pray to Allah, make me one of them." But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ukasha has preceded you." What we understand in this story, in these things, we understand what is the importance of seizing our moments. The Ukasha al-Asadi radiallahu anhu got paradise. He seized his moments. He got a free visa to paradise. But that man from Ansar, he lost the chance for paradise. We understand that thing, the importance of seizing our moments. What is seize? To take something quickly and keep or hold it. Take the pleasure of moment without thinking of future. Future may be anything. Don't think, don't overthink. Don't hesitate of the future. Future may be anything. I want to tell you a story. His name is Yusuf. He's a humble farmer. He's living in the desert of Arabia. He have a big dream traveling to Mecca for performing Hajj. However, he faces many challenges. He have the only source of income is his farm. He need to get a big family. But he found many reasons for delaying his dreams. He found many reasons like maybe next year, the circumstances are not right. Maybe next year, I can already, maybe next year. Don't think over that. And one day he passing through a village, he met an elderly man who recently returned from Hajj. He asked to the Yusuf, "Have you ever thought for performing Hajj?" He said, "I wanted to do that, but I cannot. My farm, my family, my financial situation is all against me. It's impossible for me." But older man smiled and said, "Oh my son, do you not trust in mercy of Allah? Allah does not bear any soul, it can bear it. If you take an intention with sincerity, He will make a way for you, for sure. Even you cannot see right now." and he realized his mistake and he decided for saving. If he took the first step for his success. And months passed. One day a wealthy merchant met him and said, I have an opportunity for you for improving your savings. I want you go on to deliver my behalf of goods. I will pay you enough. He accepted. He realized the mercy of Allah, the miracle of Allah. And finally he performed the Hajj. We can understand, I think, from this story, if we delay our dreams, our goals, we are not ready now. We believe this moment is now right. But in Islam, we are taught in faith, we can understand, it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about trusting. If you take the first step, the Allah will guide us and help you for success, for sure. Will anyone waiting for the perfect moment? We are all waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is right now. Do it right now. This is the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take a moment and perfect it. Dream big, work hard, and make it happen. What is the guidance for the perfecting our moments or seizing our moments? There are 5 steps. Be present. If our seizing our moments in this world very difficult, when the chance arises, we need to seize that. Be present, be alert for the seizing that. Take calculated risk. If we seize our moments, we need to take many risks. We are ready for that. Be adaptable for that. That is very important. And 3, embrace uncertainty. If we start anything, we have many uncertainties. We have not acknowledgeable answers. We have not control over the future. This will be the challenges. Start that. What will be happening? Maybe anything happen. It's all against us or for us, anything. Don't look that. Don't overthink. And 4 things, trust yourself. Self-doubt can lead to you back. Believe in your ability. You can do many things. And 5th, take action, not perfection. If we wait for the perfect moment, we will wait for forever. We cannot for doing anything if we wait for the perfect moment. Every moment is perfect. Take action is important. If you take an action, you can succeed. I have a personal message for you all. You have a unique gift, a special talent that only you can possess, for sure. If you take the first step, Allah will guide you. If you're watching any chance, there are a chance. We are going to back. Don't go forward. Take that. Take a leap of faith. Seize the moment, and you can watch your transformation. Remember, I think every great achievement starts with a single step. If you take the step today, and another, you can achieve many things. Every person in the world achieved through seizing their moments. Believe in yourself, stay focused, keep pushing forward. Seize the moment and make them a reality. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.
Next code letter G. Judges, please note code letter G. Topic: lead with empathy. Code letter G on the stage. Topic: lead with empathy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me ask a question. What is empathy? Empathy is a ability to understand another person's belief, another person's thought, experience, and feelings. He said, and I quote, "Do you understand? Repeat after me, I understand." 2 words, maybe 3 seconds, Yet I'm defining a moment in my career. I'm in the mid of maybe 20s, maybe 25. I'm a single parent tough, and I'm definitely not in a position to lose my job without having a job. And you see, I've been always that thought, you don't quit a job without having a job. And for me, that also translates to a, you don't put yourself into a position to lose your job without having a job. So what do I say? No, I don't agree with that. That doesn't necessarily sound like I have a choice to another question mark. You see, there is a wrong or right answer. The consequence of wrong answer is sitting across the table from me behind the closed doors and elevated on a fist, pounding on a desk with elevated. And Stanton adds, I'm looking at the 5'7" man with clearly the power, the presence of a giant. That influence to significantly change my life in just one moment with just one wrong answer. Yes, I understood. Repeat after me, I understood. The powerless, fearful are incredibly small. So I gave the appearance. And yes, I understood. It's the defining moment in my career. He sought and he got complaints through. I knew that I had clarity. It's the action, not the fruit of the action. You have to do the right thing. You may never know time. If there any fruit of that, doesn't mean you stop doing the right thing. You may never know what results come from your action. If we do nothing, there is no result. That day, you see, that day I did what they how referred to me as a quietly quitting. I had feelings inside that I'm not expressing around. There is a time when we are powerless, but there never be a time when we are to fail to protest. That all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
അടുത്തതായി വേദിയിൽ നടക്കാനിരിക്കുന്ന ആലിയ വിഭാഗം സ്പീച്ച് അറബിക്കിനുള്ള മത്സരാർത്ഥികൾ എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് ലോഡ് സ്വീകരിക്കുന്നതിനായി മൈക്ക് പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചേരുക. നെക്സ്റ്റ് കോഡ് ലെറ്റർ H on stage. Topic: Celebrate your journey. Just please note code letter H. Topic: Celebrate your journey.
Hello. 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 Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. A warm welcome to one and all present here. It's an ecstasy and honor to be part of this podium. Actually, today I'm on this stage not to speak a few words on some random topic. I'm here to express my feelings about celebration of journey. We all know life is the greatest journey that has not been defined by any of the greatest of philosophers or Greek psychologists, right? But today, in this inspirational talk, I'm gonna speak a few words about how can you inspire yourself, how can you celebrate your journey in the most auspicious manner itself. So, in this journey of life, we have faced many of the troubles and phases and barriers and circumstances and obstacles that we have faced in our life. Obviously, we also have faced insurmountable, indefeasible enfranchisement, right? So each and everyone has a different aspects, scenarios, narrow-minded, crucial things that can lead us into a narrow path itself. So let me say an anecdote of myself. It's not an estimation of myself, so I'm just saying it's an anecdote. When I was 15 years old, I had a trauma called dyslexia. Dyslexia was not a mere trauma. It was actually a fever. It can cause me a phobia towards mathematics subject. To us know what is mathematics subject. When I faced mathematics subject, it was actually a battleground for me because I don't remember what I'm saying over here because right now I don't know what I'm doing because when I always used to do the addition, I don't know what I always used to do. When I do the subtraction, multiplication, division, they're always just trying to kill me. They were not an obstacle. I saw them as a barriers. What are barriers? Each and every one of us have to face these barriers as not circumstances or like prodigious things. Like we have to face as this profound opportunities. I use the word, I repeat the word, profound opportunities, because these circumstances can lead you to a greater future. Take the lessons from the greater history. Malala Yousafzai. Who was that girl? Malala Yousafzai, a mere girl who just advocated against the recklessness or escapading. I use the word escapading against the Taliban. Right. Who gave this service for her? Deacons gave. Why? Because she was the one who was educated from there. Like each and every one of us have the instinct in us. Of course. We have the instinct to learn, to nurture, to resilience, to courage, to attribute each and everything. Then what are the steps for success? Then how can I celebrate my journey of life? This is the secret. I'm gonna share my secret to you. Take it as an advice. So, the first thing, you should have a resilience of yourself. The second thing, you should have the courage. Third thing, unity and the kind mindset. As the greatest of greatest personalities, one of the profound personalities, Andrew Tate. His new name is Abdullah Andrew Tate. As he said, the sheer indefatigability makes a human man the most undefeatable and insurmountable person in the human endeavor. What does that mean by the human endeavor? Human endeavor is the realm that we stabilize ourselves. So each and every mistake, each and every victory that you win, that you fail, each or every obstacles, circumstances that you face from the retrospective events that had happened in your life, these things are the mere future instincts that will lead you into the correct path towards the life. This path should be the greater future in your life. And what I learned from my dyslexia, and the later, after 2 years, after suffering from dyslexia, I was battling with mathematics day and night, from morning 10 o'clock till night 3 o'clock. I was battling with my mathematics textbooks when I was in 9th class. And late after 2 years, on 11th class, I stand up on that podium. I stand up on that stage for receiving the best mathematics student. Right now, I could say that this is not a mere estimation. This was a profound opportunity that I found myself. Then I can say that seek yourself, find yourself. What instincts that are hidden inside you? What is the talent that is hidden inside? We always used to say that we need to have skills, we need to have talent, but it's not about mere talent or mere skills. Each and everyone have mere skills and talent. Obviously, it's all about how we express it, how we nurture it, how we showcase it. That's what we all men actually win in ourselves. That's what Malala Yousafzai told. That's what Nelson Mandela showed. When was the marginalization or disenfranchisement that happened in America? Actually, Nelson Mandela showed that there is no difference between black and white. He was just a mere personality. He was not from a greater personality. Like, he came in the society, he knew that he could transform. He could manipulate what he could make changes and amendments in the society. He just won it. He just won, not in the society. He just won in the hearts. That's the celebration of journey. As we all used to know that failure is just a mere word. What is next to failure? A step more failure, better failure, try again. There is a chance for you to win in this realm of human endeavor, because we people are just mere creatures. We do have talents because Allah Azza wa Jal has given us with greater amount of talents. Let me conclude my words by saying, ever failed, ever tried, no matter, fail again, try again, fail better, try better. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum.
PG വിഭാഗം ഇന്റർവ്യൂ മത്സരത്തിന്റെ ഫലം പുറത്തു വരുന്നു. ഫസ്റ്റ് പ്രൈസ് ഗോസ് ടു സയ്യിദ് അഹമ്മദ് റസാൻ അലി ശിഹാബ് തങ്ങൾ, KKHM വളാഞ്ചേരി with A grade. Second prize goes to Muhammad Saeed KP, KKHM വളാഞ്ചേരി with A grade. Third prize goes to Sahad MK, Wafy campus Kaligaon with A grade. And the result, PG വിഭാഗം Spot Translation Arabic to English. First prize goes to